Tom and Jerry, the old YouTube ASDF movies, random boom sound effects. If any of these things make you laugh or make you smile in confusion not knowing what's going on, then I think you will love Nichijou, My Ordinary Life. Nichijou is hands down my favorite comedy anime. It's just a downright silly, over-the-top, dare I say, goofy good time. Now, although this anime came out almost 12 years ago, that's crazy to say, but it's true. It still hits, man. It's still gosh dang hilarious to me. Nichijou is just an absolutely great show. I love it, and I love the randomness of it, man. Not only is it absolutely hilarious, kept me laughing throughout the whole thing, but it has some of my favorite, most hype anime intros ever. Nichijou, My Ordinary Life, it came out in 2011, almost over 12 years ago, which is crazy to think. But it's a very enjoyable comedy. You know, it's pretty simple. It's a show that's well constructed. It's a ton of little skits put back to back to back. And that's why earlier I said, if you like those old ASDF movies made by creator Tomska, if you haven't seen the old ASDF movies on YouTube, I mean, have you been on YouTube? The ASDF movies are a perfect example and a perfect comparison, really, to what Nichijou is. Basically, take that and make it anime. A ton of little short skits that don't really make sense, but when you put them all together, they make an enjoyable show. Now, Nichijou, hands down, is not for everybody. You have to have a certain type of humor. Like the type of humor that I mentioned at the beginning of the video.
There's something on your face. It was pain. I am punching your salad. Hey guys, check out my new camera. Oh wait, this isn't the camera.
That's the humor that's in Nichijou. It's random slapstick, over-the-top shotgun comedy. They throw a ton of things at you, and hopefully, some will make you laugh. You know, hey, the benefit of having a ton of little skits throughout an episode is that if you don't find something funny, all you gotta do is wait a minute or two, and then we're on to the next skit. It's very impressive and interesting to see how the creators of the show are actually able to get you to somewhat care about these characters, even though there's no traditional storyline whatsoever. It's just random things that happen to these two groups of friends. By the end of it, you learn everybody's names and you care about them to a degree, you know? Of course, it's not gonna be as impactful as some super emotional slice of life or rom-com or something like that. You're not gonna get as attached to those characters, but it does a good job at what it sets out to do. And it does it all completely through these random little skits. You see, once you combine all these little skits throughout the whole season, it ends up creating that little environment of friendship and family. It's really quite nice and impressive what the creators are able to do and how they're able to connect us to the characters just through random little skits and bits without a traditional storyline. This show is 100% the funniest the first time you watch it, because it's the randomness factor, the things that you don't expect, the unpredictability that really gets you. When you don't see something coming, that's when you will laugh. I have rewatched the show a few times and it's still great. It's still what I'd consider my favorite comedy, but it does lose a little bit of that novelty. It loses a little bit of that funny factor because you do know what's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, the anime intros, oh my goodness. The openings are fire. They're just so hyped. They get you excited for what you're about to watch. And they fit the show because they're a ton of fast-paced little clips and shots that are just random as well. So it kind of sets the mood for what you're about to start watching. Very fun, very hype anime intros. Absolute classics. But anyways, since there's no traditional storyline, any sense of continuity or continuous story per se is completely carried by the characters. You get to know the friend groups and you follow their everyday lives, right? You end up getting attached to them, you end up knowing their names, you end up being invested in what are they gonna get themselves into next. It's a very simple, not very deep story, but that is the beauty of Nichijou. It's simple, fun, and just a good time. There's a reason why it's called Nichijou, My Ordinary Life. It's literally just everyday life, my ordinary life. Basically what it translates to. And it's true. I mean, within your mundane everyday life, there is a ton of randomness that you encounter. Life is full of randomness and unpredictability, and that's what adds color and beauty to life a lot of times. we are able to enjoy life day to day and try to find the funny, the comical aspect of just things and situations that we find ourselves in. Enjoy the lighthearted parts of life. Enjoy the randomness and allow that unpredictability and randomness to give life a little bit of color. Because just like the show Nichijou, life seems like a series of random events that really have no story to them. But when you look back, then you see the story that has been being created the whole time. Lay back and enjoy the randomness. Lay back and enjoy everyday, ordinary life. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so very much for being here. You guys are awesome. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing such. Also, follow me on Twitch. That link's gonna be down in the description. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much for being here. And until next time, I'll see ya.
Hey, China Shop King, me, my best friend.